Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Evolution Show. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and let's catch up. All right, thank you so much for joining us once again on this very special episode. Obviously today we are going with a bit of a themed episode because Halloween is coming up, and that is by far our most favorite holiday of all time. It's the best. You get to dress up, you get to have candy, all of the best things. There's the best movies come out around Halloween or have Halloween themes, awesome music. It is the best time to, celebrate. It's the best holiday. We're super pumped about Halloween. Obviously, we're always surrounded by really creepy, cool things. So it kind of always feels like Halloween around our place. But we try and go really extra when the actual holiday comes around. And this year, we wanted to do something extra special just because obviously Halloween this year is going to look very different from all the past Halloweens we've probably all ever experienced. And so we all have to come up with new and creative ways of celebrating that don't necessarily involve going house to house, trick-or-treating, getting together and having big parties and stuff like that. All of that is obviously not really an option for most people right now. So we have to come up with different ways of celebrating, and actually it's gotten us kind of getting pretty excited and creative about what it is that we plan on doing with you guys this Halloween. So usually in years past, we haven't really done that much around Halloween because it isn't really a big gift-giving holiday for us. Christmas is kind of our big thing. People come to us for birthdays and anniversary gifts and stuff like that. And you don't really think necessarily about gift giving around Halloween. And so we haven't really necessarily as a business made it that big of a deal for us. Obviously, a lot of our stuff is, dark and spooky. We think a lot of it is beautiful and interesting too, of course, but there's a darker side to evolution as well. So we're really deciding this year, we're going to embrace that. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we decided that this year we are going to do a scavenger hunt for you guys. And I hope you're as excited as I am, because I am super excited. And we're going to do this. You can participate either in person in the store if you would like to come in, or you can also do it online with us. So you have your options. People from all over the world can participate, and also, people right in New York City who can and want to come by the store can do so as well. So I really hope that you will join us. I'm going to explain a little bit what the rules are. So the idea is that make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. We're also posting our videos now on IGTV, so follow us there as well. In any case, make sure you're following us, because on Halloween, we're going to send out a clue in the form of a riddle. And that clue is going to direct you to the next clue, which is going to then direct you to the next clue, and so on and so forth. It's going to be a series of riddles. It's not going to be too hard. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be about 10 different riddles. And once you solve each riddle, you will get a letter. And once you collect all of the letters, you have the secret passcode, which you can then use to redeem a free gift with purchase. And that's redeemable through our website. If you place an order through our website and put the password in the notes, we will send you a free gift. If you're in the store, when you get to the register, just whisper the password to us and we will give you a free gift as well. And so we're going to post the first clue on social media on Halloween. And it's basically going to lead you to an item in the store or an item on our website, which is going to have a clue embedded within that, etc., etc. So it's super fun. We've never done anything like this before. We really hope that you guys will enjoy it and participate and have a little bit of fun because, like I said, we all know this year is not going to be like other years. So hopefully we can all find ways to celebrate and not forget how really awesome this holiday is, how important it is. It's just such a fun, carefree holiday. There's no like family obligations. There's no tension. There's no, the fact that it isn't a gift giving holiday really just makes it all the more fun for the people who enjoy participating in it. So let's just embrace the fun of Halloween. Even though we may not be able to celebrate in the ways we're used to, hopefully you will join us in doing our little scavenger hunt. It's our way of embracing the season. So today I'm going to show you some of the spookier items that we have in our collection that you will find as you go through the store and poke through our website. And hopefully you will be as enamored with them as I am. So let me grab the first item. So you can't have Halloween without one of the most iconic symbols of Halloween is, of course, the bat. So we have here a framed bat. Hopefully you can get a good look at it here. I'm sure we'll have some close-up shots as well. It comes in a really large frame. As you can see, it's wider than I am. It's really big. It has a really nice matte black finished frame. It's not solid wood, I don't think, but it's lightweight. It's very well constructed, and it has a white mat on the back. It's very well made as well. And it comes with the scientific name on the bottom and a couple of hooks on the back right here so that you can hang them on the wall. It's also large enough, honestly, that you can stand it up on a shelf or on a table. Maybe it's not like the most stable. You might want to lean it against something, but honestly, it's wide enough at the base, as you can see, if I turn it this way, that it's actually pretty good as a freestanding piece too. But it is meant to be hung up on the hooks. So this is a fruit bat, Synopterus brachiotis. So contrary to popular misconceptions, bats don't actually drink blood. They don't feed off of humans or anything like that. Most bats eat insects or fruits, and this is a fruit bat. This particular bat actually eats mostly mangoes. So it is has a big sweet tooth, I would say, this bat. And they're actually really important to their ecosystem because their droppings actually help to propagate the mangoes. So they eat the mangoes and then they propagate the seeds or whatever all around. So they're really an important part of and vital to the ecosystem that they live in. This particular bat is from Indonesia, I believe. Bats are also eaten as a delicacy in some parts of the world, including Indonesia, and they're just really cool. So we actually hand select all of our framed bats, and when we're looking for different bats, we're looking at a couple of different things. We want to make sure that the spread, the positioning of the wings is symmetrical. That's really important because they're dried in this position. So obviously they can't be manipulated after they're finished drying. So they have to be perfect the way that they are. You want to make sure that everything is intact. There's no tears or anything like that. It's important to make sure that all of their fingers and toes are intact. I'm going to show you that here. So that's the fingers up there and the toes on the bottom. I'm sure we can get some close-up shots as well. So you want to make sure everything is intact, not missing anything. And then finally, what we're looking for is a really great expression. And this one has really got that in spades. He has his mouth open, wide open. You can see all of his teeth, including the two sort of like vampire teeth, which is really cool. It also has a really nice coloring It has this beautiful orange around the collar, which extends slightly into the arms as well. It's just a really great piece. So it's really essential for anybody who loves Halloween. You've got to have some bat decor in your house. So this piece is so nice, you could leave it up all year round. So I highly recommend this framed fruit bat, which is available on our website. We're also going to be doing free shipping on this item and on the other couple of items that I'm going to be showing you today through USPS shipping domestic for the next week. So that is another little Halloween gift to you from me. All right, so the next item, you can't have Halloween without skulls, right? Can't have Halloween without skulls. And you know we love skulls here at Evolution. Kind of our thing. In fact, how cool is this? Part of my costume, right? Cool. So this particular skull is really special. We did an episode a few episodes back on our one line we have of resin skulls. And this is not part of that line. This is a different line of resin skulls. We have quite a few different types of skulls available just because we like them so much, and you want to have different skulls for different reasons and different styles and different aesthetics. This particular skull, this line of skulls that we have, and there are a few different skulls in this line, is very realistic. So this is actually cast from a real human skull. The artist that makes them, I believe he's from Ohio. He makes them all by hand. And so he has real human specimens that he casts his skulls from. And you can see that the detail is incredibly well preserved. There's really beautiful, all of the fissures of the skull are really well defined. There's a lot of times when you'll see a carved skull or a resin skull, it's just sort of flat on the back of the head. But this one has all of that beautiful detailing preserved, including on the side here too. You can see the skull is actually composed of a lot of different bones, right? That fuse during fetal development. So these all used to be separate bones that then fuse together, and then you see these fusion lines. So it's really nice when a replica skull retains that authentic quality and that detail. This one is also unique in that it has a detachable maxilla. So it's fully articulated. And if I were to pop this a little bit more out, the maxilla would come off completely, which that could also be something that you want to, some people just like to display just, the skull like this with no mandible, which is cool too. Or this one has this great articulation feature. So you could put, some kind of decoration in its mouth. You could have snakes or spiders or something coming out of it. You could have candy. You could have all kinds of cool things. You could integrate this into your decor in any way that you wanted. And finally, you have the teeth are amazing. Each tooth, I don't know if you can really see it on this shot, but hopefully we can get some close-up shots as well. Each tooth is individually defined. So this is not just a row of plastic. Each tooth is individually set into the skull. And I just love that attention to detail. I think that that's amazing. And then finally, it's hand painted so that it has this beautiful antique quality to it. It looks almost like it was, dug up from a graveyard or something like that. Absolutely perfect for Halloween. We have another line of replica skulls that are more like for medical study, like they're medical models, and they're also incredibly accurate. They're museum quality, educational quality replicas, so they're incredibly accurate, but they're kind of like white, right? So they don't have that character to them. They're great for study, They're very accurate, but they don't have this really cool aesthetic quality to them that this particular line of skulls has, because they have this hand painted, they're hand finished, they're made right here in America, in Ohio, I believe the artist is, and they're great. They're absolutely, and the price point on these is very reasonable as well. I think they're just over $100 on our website, 150 maybe, and they're they're hands down the best sort of. It really captures a really interesting intersection between a Halloween decoration level skull, right? That's spooky and creepy, and a medical study quality skull, which is very accurate but doesn't really have any character. This melds the best of both worlds, because it is accurate, it is cast from a real specimen, and it's incredibly well detailed, but also it has a very cool antique finish on it, which makes it suitable for everyday enjoyment. So highly recommend our skull friend here. And then finally, we have a spider. So what is more Halloween than spiders, right? Look at that. So this is a tarantula. As you can maybe see, the light is a little strong on it, but I'm sure we'll get some close-up pictures as well. And it's in this very cool paperweight. So it has this half dome shape. It feels really good in the hand. It's very, very weighty, and it's in crystal and clear resin. And when I say crystal, I mean this thing is absolutely, to look through, is completely clear. You can see the specimen as if you were holding it in your hand. It's absolutely amazingly preserved. The spider itself has got all of its legs, it's got all of its fangs. You can see every individual hair on this guy. It's really impressive the way that this resin work is capturing the detail of this specimen in a way that you would never really be able to have in a framed specimen or loose specimen. You would never be able to get sort of this close to it and have it be this well preserved. So that's why I really like our line of resin products, and which contains a real specimen, by the way. The specimen is real, the resin is just surrounding it. And I really hope that we can get some close-up pictures of this, because you can really see each individual hair on the tarantula's legs. It's amazing. This particular species of tarantula is from China, and it's called the Chinese bird eater, which or the other name for it, I believe, is the Chinese earth tiger. Neither of one of which are particularly encouraging in terms of, this guy seems like he's pretty aggressive, and he probably eats things that are a lot bigger than him. Tarantulas are not actually, for the most part, harmful to humans or dangerous to humans. This particular species their venom has not been shown to be fatal to humans, but can be quite painful. And then the other thing that you have to watch out for, of course, is their fangs, which hopefully you can see here. Their fangs are quite long. I mean, these guys have got to be like, I don't know. They're the size of like cat's claws, like out of their paw, so if you've ever been scratched by a cat, they can really get in there, and that's what this guy can do as well. So that's actually the bigger fear with tarantulas, is not necessarily that their venom is going to kill you, it's that their bite is going to get infected with bacteria, because it's such a deep gash, and then if you don't get it treated, that could then cause problems. So So they are definitely not something that I would personally want to encounter out and about in the world, but in this form, I am very happy to have them. And of course, it's got this very cool red background, which is perfect for Halloween, very, very spooky. And it makes an excellent sort of desk decoration, paperweight. Again, this is something that obviously speaks to the season, but could really be enjoyed year round. So I recommend that you check this out as well. So I'm just going to bring out all 3 of my items that I have for you this week. We have the skull, the tarantula, here we go, and the bat. So this is my Halloween collection that I have put together for you guys. I hope that you like it. I definitely had fun picking them out. And like I said, we're going to be offering free shipping on all 3 of these items for the next week. USPS domestic shipping. Check out our website for that. Make sure you're subscribed also to our newsletter, which goes out every week. We send out an email with all of the items that have the special free shipping for the week. So you don't want to miss that. You can sign up at the bottom of our homepage. If you scroll down, you can enter in your name and email address, and that way you'll be the first to know when the items are available, and you won't miss out on something that you might have had your eye on. So definitely check that out. And then finally, we just want to remind you that we are having a scavenger hunt for Halloween. We have decided to do it both in the store and on the website in order to promote social distancing. So there's no need. You can participate in Halloween. You can have fun. You can have the enjoyment of doing something exciting and different, and you can do it with us online if you would like to. Of course, you can come into the store. We will be open. We will love to have you there. We have all kinds of safety precautions in place in the store. Everyone is required to wear masks, of course. We have hand sanitizing stations throughout the store. We have plexiglass shields around the register, and we also have limits on how many people we can have at the store at one time to make sure that everyone has room to spread out. So if you would like to come down to the store, we would love to have you. And if you would rather not do that, or you can't because you're far away, you can join in on the fun on our website. So all of the clues are going to be sprinkled throughout the store next to different products that you will have to find one by one to get the secret password. And on our website, the clues are going to be embedded within the description for different items. So if you go to an item that you think might be the clue that you're looking for, look in the description and it'll be very obvious. You'll see a clue if that's the one with the secret letter that you've earned, and then you can go on to the next riddle to get the next letter for the secret password. So hopefully all of that makes sense. We'll have it all written out, of course, all the different rules and stuff, but hopefully it'll just be fun and easy and something to do together to enjoy. And I hope that you will consider joining us because we really love Halloween. It's super fun. We can't get enough of it, and I'm always sad when it's over. So let's give it a good, let's have a good time with it because it only comes around once a year. And that'll be it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we will see you around the store or around the website on Halloween for our scavenger hunt. Bye! Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Evolution Show. So, oh shit, I forgot my line. Sorry, start over.